Hello my beautiful people, and welcome to this week's weekly vlog. I'm going to be calling it a weekly vlog from now on because I'm a bit slumpy with my reading and I feel like it's a bit of a cheat if I call it a reading vlog. So this is just a random stramash of things in my week, and if anything happens reading wise then I will update you guys and let you know. But I am feeling very slumpy just now. I am in the process of reading Haunting Adeline. I soft DNF'd it, brought it back, and now I'm just really not in the mood for reading. So that's a bit annoying. So I don't know whether to pick up a new book or what to do. I'm just in one of those weird funks. And this evening I don't really know what I fancy doing. It's 8 o'clock, so I'll be going to bed soon anyway. I need to go have a shower and wash my hair. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do for the evening. Daniel's going to play Diablo 3. Because I recently bought Diablo 4 and he wants to play that once he's finished Diablo 3. And I'm just kind of at a little crossroads. I don't really know what I'm in the mood for, and I've kind of been like this for the last couple of days. Do you guys ever kind of like feel like that when you just don't really know what you're in the mood for? You don't know what you want to do. You're just kind of, your head's just a bit blah. That's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. Work is a little bit stressful just now. We've got a lot of people on holiday, so that is kind of taken up quite a lot of my brain power. And today I've had a horrendous migraine, which is now thankfully just turned into a headache, but it's still not great and I can't seem to shift it. And I don't know if that's like stress or with the pressure in the air changing constantly and the weather not making up its mind. I don't know what that's about. So I don't know, but that's kind of put me in a funk as well. I also got my letter for my next appointment for down there. So if you guys don't know and you've not seen my smear journey video, I got CIN3 removed, which is like abnormal cells, but they're not cancer, but they're pretty much the stage before that. In February this year, and then I'm on like a routine like 6-month check to see that it's not come back, basically, because I got surgery to get it removed. And I got the letter through the door yesterday and I've got it on the 14th of August, and that's kind of put me in a little bit of a funk and a bit of worry because I'm thinking, has it come back? Like what's happening with it? I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you guys don't see as much of. But yeah, I just don't know what to do with myself, but I don't want to make it negative. I'm going to try and turn this week around. I have no real plans apart from work this week. So I don't know if there's going to be much filming outside. It might just be an inside vlog. I'm not really sure, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Future Katie will know the answer when it comes to the end of the vlog. By the time you get to the end of this vlog, you'll know as well. But yes, that is just some of my thoughts and feelings that I just thought I'd like to share with you guys and give you an update of kind of what's going on and more about my smear journey, I guess. If you're putting off getting a smear, please go and get it done. It's uncomfortable for like 2 seconds, but it's quicker getting the smear done than it is taking your clothes off to get it done. And it's so important, and I was one of those people that didn't get it done and put it off and put it off, and then I ended up where I was. So if you can take anything from this vlog, if you've not had your smear done, please go and get it done because it's important. Don't say I'll do it later on and keep putting it off, because I did that for years and it wasn't great. So yeah, book your smear if you've not got one, and I'll leave it at that. It is Tuesday. Am I going to vlog 2 days in a row? Yes, I am. Do I have some reading updates for you? Yes, I do. So I read a bit of Haunting Adeline at work on my lunch break today. So I've only read for about half an hour so far, but it's still early. It's only 10 to 7, so I still have a lot of the evening to go. But I read, if you've read it, I read the mirror scene at my work, which is the most inappropriate time and place to probably read that. There should be warnings before that kind of smut comes up in a book, especially when you're in a public place. My sister was sitting behind me in work today, because my sister and I work together, and I literally messaged her and said, I've just read the mirror scene in the book, because she's read this already, and I was like, I feel like I need a mop. TMI. But that's how I felt. So I have only got 2 hours and 25 minutes left of this apparently. So I want to try and blitz through as much of this as I can. I also feel like I'm probably going to want to read the second one straight away, because that's who I am now and I'm a series reader. Apparently, that is just how my life has kind of become. I also listened to 2 hours of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I've been reading that for so long, but I've got 4 hours left, so I'm hoping that I can actually get that finished tomorrow, and then that is another book completed, and that is one book completed for the month, which would be nice, because I feel like last month I just dipped really badly, and like I said to you yesterday, there was just a decline in my reading and what I was kind of feeling and what I was in the mood for, and I'm still kind of in that mindset. I don't really know what I want to do in an evening after I finish work, because I'm just so drained after work. But tonight, I know, after reading that mirror scene, that I want to devour a bit more of that book. But my sister did say that it's the best scene in the book, and I quite agree. I was trying to explain that scene to Daniel, because I was just like, it really isn't appropriate to read at work. But yeah, I am going to get that, well, at least a bit of that read. And yeah, I will maybe check in with you guys and let you know how it's going. I obviously don't want to spoil anything or speak anything about it to you guys, but all I will say is the mirror scene. And if you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. So yeah. Hello and happy Wednesday. It is hump day. It is jazz hands Wednesday. I have not done that for so long. I have lots of reading updates for you. It's currently 10 to 9 at night. I finished 2 books today. I finished 1 audiobook and finished a physical book. So I have finally finished Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, listening to it through Stephen Fry's voice. Absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5. Were we expecting anything less? No. Then I finished Haunting Adeline today, and I gave that 4 stars. I'm a bit torn about that book. I really enjoyed it. Not at the start. At the start, I felt like there was too much stuff going on, and it was just trying to be something too horrific and too shocking, and I just wasn't down for it. And then I persevered with it, and I'm glad I did, because the storylines all kind of tie in together and all make sense, and the content and the triggers in it are horrific. Like, they're not great. So, like, as I've said before, please look up those triggers, because they are horrendous. But I just feel like it was actually quite a well-written story and covered really important topics that aren't discussed enough in books, but done in a smutty, bizarre, strange way. So I think I'm not going to bed just yet. I've just had a shower, but I think I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and then I'm going to start the second book, which is Hunting Adeline, because it kind of ends on a cliffhanger and I want to know, like, what's going on. Would I recommend the book? Yes, if certain triggers don't bother you, and if you've got a strong stomach, I guess, because some of the stuff in it, you're like, what the fuck? But yeah, I would still recommend it, but I would just go into it very carefully, because yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, that is my update for my reading just now. I did start the audiobook of Bullet Train, which is the movie that Brad Pitt starred in that just came out not long ago. I don't know if I'm going to have to like put that down though. I'm 54 minutes in, but because I've not read it physically before and don't really know much about it, I'm kind of struggling a little bit with it, and I feel like there's a lot of information and names coming at me like very quickly. So I might have to DNF that audiobook wise and buy it physically. I also started, I called him Steve the other day, but it's Stanley Tucci. I started listening to his audiobook and maybe got about 24 minutes in today as well. And I feel like that again is a book I'm gonna have to read physically because it goes through like recipes and things, and I'm like, whoa, we were just talking about your dad and now we're making a alcoholic drink. So that has been like 2 failed attempts at audiobooks today. So I'm going to start another audiobook tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to listen to now that Harry Potter is done. I do have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder sitting there, but I think I'm going to put that off just now because I'm only listening to that so that I can read the next 2 in the series, and I am not ready to read them yet. But this month that is on my list. So we're just going to have to wait and see, because I've also started The Serpent of Wings of Night and I'm only 44 pages in. I haven't went back to that. So I need to get Haunting done, and then I'm probably going to read that and then read the book afterwards. And then we'll probably be at the end of the month because I can sometimes read quite slowly. But I do tend to read quicker on my Kindle, it would seem. But not Haunting Adeline, that took ages. But anyway, this has now turned into a really long update. So I shall go now. Hello, my beautiful people. It is Friday. It is finally here. This work week has been mental, but it is over. And it is the weekend. And I am excited, if you couldn't tell. I didn't vlog yesterday, but that's okay, because this week I've been doing a lot better than I was last week, so let's keep it positive. I have some reading updates for you. I actually have a couple of reading updates for you. So, audiobook wise, I said to you, I can't remember if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, that I tried 2 audiobooks and it just wasn't working out for me this week, so I put them away for just now. But, sorry, I've got cat hair all over my mouth, was just giving NASA all the attention. I have started Sue Black's Written in Bones. Now, I bought this book a little while ago, and the premise of it is Sue Black is a professor who analyzes bones, and she's involved with forensics and things. And when there's like a murder or bones are dug up and they're found and they're like hundreds of years old, she basically is one of the people in Scotland that goes and assesses the bones and is able to tell you like their sex, like I don't know what age they were, like all different kinds of factors. And it's so fascinating. I'm really enjoying it. She's using a lot of crimes that have happened. She's not really using everybody's names, but she's showing what she did and how she came about to figuring out who that person was, and it's great. And she reads it herself as well. So if you are looking for an audiobook and you're fascinated by things like that, I would highly recommend her. I think she's got a couple of other books as well, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But that book, Written in Bone, is so good. I'm glad I bought that, but I actually managed to get it off my library. So I am about 5 hours into that, so I'm about halfway through it. And then reading wise, today I started Haunting Adeline, which is the second book in the Haunting Adeline series. The trigger warnings at the start of that book sound horrific. There's some things in that I didn't know was a trigger for me, but when I read it on that sheet, I thought, shit, that's probably going to be a trigger for me. I'm not really sure how I'm going to deal with that. My sister said that one is very hard to deal with. Like, there's some scenes in it that are just really difficult. So I'm not sure how I feel about putting myself through that, but I really like where the storyline's going. The first one ended on like a cliffhanger type thing, and it continues from the end of the first one. And I'm just really wrapped up in that story and I'm really enjoying it. I think the smut side of things doesn't really happen until a lot further in the book. I think we've got a lot more pressing issues that go on throughout this first 3/4 of the book. So that's going to be quite hard. I don't know if I'm going to finish that this weekend. I do want to do a lot of reading this weekend. And I need to figure out where Daniel's going to work tomorrow, because I might go with him like we do sometimes on a Saturday when he goes to visit a place that's not Aberdeen. I sometimes tag along with him and I'll sit in a coffee shop and I'll read, or I will go to charity shops and just explore basically. So I'm really hoping that he says he wants to go to Inverness tomorrow, because I've not been there for years and years and years, and that is one of the places that he does go to work. So I am hoping that that is what he's going to come out with. And that's like an hour and a half's drive maybe from Aberdeen. So it's like 3 hours travel. But I just think it would be so exciting to go to Inverness, because I've not been in so long. And I would take you guys with me, and I would be out of the house, and you guys would get some content out of the house, which would be great. So let's all keep our fingers crossed that that's, excuse me, I've got hiccups. Fingers crossed that that is where he's gonna go. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna vlog again this evening. Just gonna wait and see. Oh my god. I know that Daniel wants to get some reading done. He is currently reading Recursion by Blake Crouch. So happy for this. He read Dartmoor and absolutely loved it, which made my soul sing. And then he started Recursion and he's really enjoying it. I liked Recursion, didn't hate it, but Dark Matter was just my favorite. I feel like I was about to say Black Mirror there. Like there was a combination of things that I was trying to do there. I think my brain is just so tired because work has been so mental and we are so short staffed, and I deal with a lot of numbers and figures and things, and my brain is just fried. So forgive me if I say weird stuff. So yeah, I am going to speak to you guys later on when I am less mentally incapacitated. Hello my beautiful people, happy Saturday. I am not on my way to Inverness, but I am on my way to Stirling. Daniel is currently putting fuel in the car, and we're gonna have some breakfast. I think we're in Forfar, and it's like a service station type thing, and they've got like a Greggs and like coffee machines and things like that, and bathrooms, because I need a pee already. I haven't been to Stirling for a very long time, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do there, and I'm hopefully gonna film things, but I'm gonna be on my own because Daniel's working, so we're just gonna have to wait and see how that goes. I am very pink today. Very pink, but that's okay. And I've got this really annoying little bit of hair that I don't really know what to do with. And I just realised that there's also a man in a van that is like over there that probably can see me doing this. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, this is what the plan is before you get some random clips of some places that you're like, what on earth is that? I am home from our adventure. It is 6:15 and I am absolutely starving. The only thing I've eaten today was that bacon and sausage roll from Greg's, and that was at like 10ish. So I am starving because we did a lot of walking today and my body is tired. But I did get a few books, and I haven't shown you guys books that I bought for a while. I have the biggest book haul that I need to film and show you guys what I bought recently because it's just so much. But I went into Waterstones and I did do a little clip of it where I showed that someone made the recommendation if you like The Secret History and If We Were Villains. If We Were Villains was one of my favourites. So I had to get it purely on that recommendation alone. And it's called The Things We Do to Our Friends. Nothing fancy, just kind of like a normal edition. But I'm just going to show you the back. You probably can't see it properly, but yeah, I was basically sold because it said if you like If We Were Villains, which I absolutely love. So I picked this up. I don't know anything about it, nothing about it. The next one I got was Tomorrow. This was $9.99. I was quite alarmed at how much this paperback was. I was actually quite surprised, but I bought this on Kindle when it was 99p, and I just wanted to have a copy because I feel like this is a book that I'm just really gonna love. So I thought, I'm in Waterstones, I'll pick it up anyway. Now, I have not been shopping at Waterstones for ages. Oh no, this cover's got a horrible bit on it. You probably can't see it. Well, that makes me incredibly sad. Never mind. Anyway, the last book I got, they had like a big half price sale section at the back of Waterstones in Stirling. They don't have that like in Aberdeen, but I picked up Night Crawling by Layla Motley, and it's like a Waterstones edition with really nice pages, and it was like, I don't know, $7.50, $8.50, I can't remember. But I have this on, what's that website that you get ARCs on? Totally forgotten. My brain is quite clearly hungry and needing food. NetGalley. So I got this on NetGalley. I think this was the first book I got in NetGalley, and guess what? Because I'm not a great human being, I have not read it. So I thought maybe if I had a physical edition, I would be more likely to read it. But yeah, I was quite surprised it was a Waterstones edition, so that was exciting. And then I went to lots of charity shops, so I got quite a few books from charity shops. So I am going to show you them just now. So the first one I got was Gulp by Mary Roach. I'm currently listening to Sue Black's Written in Bones, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I own a copy of Gulp already by Mary Roach, but it was only 50p in the charity shop, so I bought it. But anyway, it's definitely a different edition from what I own, so that's something. And then I have got His Bloody Project, again was 50p. The charity shops in Stirling are actually really good. I've wanted to read this one for a little while, and because I've read a couple of thrillers recently, I feel like I might enjoy this more than I would have maybe like 6 months ago when I was avoiding thrillers. So 50p, can't complain. Probably not going to read it anytime soon, but at least it's on my shelf. And then Daniel saw these two. Now, I know nothing about them, but their covers alone are just so pretty. So this is The Falconer by Elizabeth May and The Vanishing Throne. I don't know if these are like a series or what they are. I don't even know if it's like book 1 or book 20. I really have no idea, but they're really nice additions. They do have a little bit of, no way, it's signed for Hannah. Well, thank you very much, Hannah, for this is book 1. Thank you, Hannah, for getting that signed and dropping it off at a charity shop. Again, Hannah, for book 2. So that's exciting that they're signed to someone called Hannah, but who cares? And then I think the rest are from the Works, I believe. Yeah, I bought quite a few in the Works. I hope these aren't all squashed. So I got The Kiss Curse. I'm pretty sure this is the second in the series of the X Hex, and it was only £2 in the sale, so I picked that up. Then the Dead Romantics was £3. I have been looking at this on Amazon because it's been sitting at £3 on Amazon for ages, and I keep putting it in my basket and taking it out, and then today I saw it and I just thought it's the same price as Amazon, just buy it. I got an L. Kennedy one, Bad Girl Reputation. I'm wondering if this is the same L. Kennedy that writes The Deal. Is it the same author? I'm not sure. I've not actually read The Deal yet, but Danny thinks I will like it. That does not fit back on that shelf just now, so that's just gonna have to go like that. So I picked it up purely because of that reason, hoping that it was the same L. Kennedy. And then this is the first one I picked up in there because I actually just love the title. So this is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, and I just thought it looked really cute, and it might be a bit smutty, who knows, but it was only £3, so yes. That was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books. That is absolutely ridiculous, but there we are. Daniel also got a handful of books today as well, but I can't remember what ones he bought. But just thought I would do a little mini book haul in the middle of this vlog. Hello, my beautiful people. Happy Sunday. It's 1:20, and I'm away to end the vlog here because this morning has been very emotional and incredibly sad and heartbreaking, and a lot's happened, and I'm just not really in the mood to film, and I need to be there for someone, and that obviously takes priority, which you will obviously understand. But I just wanted to come on and end the vlog, and yeah, it was a nice week up until this point, but it can be helped. It's just one of those things, but still very, very, very sad. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. I'm really sorry it's ending abruptly, but I will hopefully see you all next time, the same time and same place, and I hope you're having a good day no matter where you are.